Okay, so we want to be able to add more complicated behaviors to our NPCs. So let's have ChatGPT literally whip those things up. This case it's Claude. But I'm gonna ask Claude that I can tell it this worked great, positive reinforcement. I want a new script called Chase that I add to the same NPC that will toggle the patrol script on and off and chase a nearby object with a player tag if there's a close object with a player tag. Then toggle patrol back on if no objects within range have a player tag. That detection can have a timer before the chase stops, an auto chase range, so even if it doesn't see it, it'll still chase if you're close enough, and a farther range that needs a raycast line of sight. Would this work? And give implementation suggestions. Sure. Okay, let's see what it gives me. Okay, so implementation, it's going to have a last known position of the player. It's going to go to that position every frame. It's going to try to make it there. That'll be the target. Okay, cool. Start chase, stop chase. Let's see. Outer zone requires line of sight. Inner zone, no LOS needed. Okay, let's try it. I'm just going to copy this right in, and we'll see if this works. Make sure the player is tagged. Set the player mask in the inspector, so we need to tell the NPC which one is the player. We don't need to worry about obstacles right now. Okay, that's fine. So it's giving me suggestions for when I add more animations, which we might in the future. Okay, let's create a... Let's just test this first. Let's go to scripts, NPC behaviors. We have a patrol behavior. Let's create a script for a chase behavior. And let's open up this NPC behavior, and let's give this chicken NPC a chase behavior. And chase is not working because I didn't actually put the code in. So I'm going to grab this code. I'm going to click the copy button. I'm going to hit Control A to select everything, Control V to paste it in, and Control S to save it. And now, if I click on this first chicken that I gave the chase to, I can give it to all of the prefabs, by the way. I just gave it to this one chicken. Let's see. Player mask is... Oh, it's looking for a... Okay, it's doing it like that. Okay, so let's give it... I need to change my player again. So let's go to player, layer, add layer. We will give it a player layer. That's what the NPC is looking for right now. So my player will be on layer player. My NPC chicken will look for player mask, player. No, don't chase decor. Okay, just chase player. Okay, so it'll chase the player. And let's try that and see if it chases us. Let's just see. Oh, so my chicken is chasing me. Let's get some distance on him and see if he goes back to normal. So I'm going to get pretty far, and then I'm going to loop back around and try to line of sight him and see if he goes back to his normal thing. It might take a while. I wish I was faster. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so he lost me in the woods, and he's running back to his spot. So that chase behavior is working beautifully. Let's create another behavior. Let's create health and respawning for NPCs. And you know what? I might even try to give them a health bar in the next lesson. Let's give them health and respawning, and then we'll give them a health bar in the next lesson. So let's create another behavior. So I'll go to scripts, NPC behaviors, and we'll create a script for health. And this is a simpler behavior, so I'll just do it myself. We will have a spawn. We'll have a vector 3 spawn point. Looks familiar. And we will have a int health equals 100. We'll have an int max health equals 100. Let's make these both public so that in each individual monster we can change their stats. Public int health is 100. Public int max health is 100. When they start, we'll set their spawn point equals transformed opposition. and we'll have a respawn. We'll have a public void respawn code, and that code will just say if health is less than or equal to 0, health is max health, transform to opposition, and then in the update we will say, no, we don't need this if statement. In the update, we'll just check the respawn. We'll just say if health is less than or equal to 0, we will respawn that NPC. Okay. And you know what else we'll do? Is before we were talking about the lava, how it damages players. Let's remove this player check. And let's find instead, we could find a health script. Health equals collision.gameObject.getComponent health. Health.health minus equals 1. And then we can say if health is not equal to null, so if they have a health component, then reduce their health by 1. So now I could actually use the same health script for my NPCs and my player, and they will all respawn the same way, and they'll all work the same way. We're going to also change the spawn point script to do the same thing. So we will grab that. So on trigger enter, if compare tag player, we'll find the player's health script. Health, player, health equals get component health, and we'll do the player health script dot spawn position, which is actually now called spawn point. Spawn point is going to be this object's transformed opposition, and then we're going to get rid of the player's health code, and we'll just give them this health script, the same as an NPC. Why is this not working? We have health. Health has a, oh, it's not public. Their spawn point isn't public. So now they have a public spawn point. Is this this object's position. I could remove this. I could make it so NPCs spawn at these points too. That could be cool. I don't have to do that right now though. And now my player controller, I could get rid of all the health code because all the health code is being handled by the health script. Public int health and max health. Yeah, I could get rid of all this health code. And what we'll do instead is we'll just give the player a health script, and we'll give this chicken a health script. So we also have to change our health bar, but that's okay. We'll do that too. So now I have this health script. I'll give this chicken, he has a chase behavior. We'll give him a health behavior. So add component health. We have to fix unfortunately, we have to fix the lava first. So this is the health collectible. We will not check for if we're a player. So the health collectible will just say health other.gameObject.getComponent health, and the health.health will gain value. So now any object that touches this, if health is not equal to null, now any object that touches this, if it has a health bar, it will gain health. So now NPCs could collect our health object if we want them to, for whatever reason. There's going to be other broken things. Anything that has to do with player health, we're going to switch to this general health script. But we're going to say, we're going to say health I should have done the other one this way too. Health player is other game object dot get component health, and player dot max health. Health does not contain max health. Should be capital. Okay, so player dot max health plus equals value. Great. And we have other scripts to fix. I should have done this from the beginning. It's fine. Health bar dot max value is player dot max health. We have player controller player. We're going to switch this player controller. We're going to switch this to a health script that we name player. Okay. And now all the code is working. We just need to make sure our player has a health script. And our player and NPCs are going to use the same health script now. We're going to have a health in our player. We're going to have a health in this chicken. And the spawn point is set, blah, blah, blah. So now this chicken should respawn when it dies. And we'll have this player health bar. We need to update the player health bar just to remind it where the player's health bar is. So player health bar. See, player health is not set. We're going to make sure to set this to player so that this health bar is tracking the player. Okay, beautiful. And now we might also make a health bar for the chicken in the next episode. But my player is being chased. All of my health script, all of my health code is in that health script. My health is still working the same way. And this chicken will actually die eventually if I keep running him over this lava. It's hard to tell right now, but he should die eventually. Let's check his code manually. Let's see, chicken. Health is 100, max health is 100. Okay, he is not dying. So let's see why. Does he have a collider? He doesn't have a collider, so he's never touching that thing. So we have to give this chicken a collider. The character controller does have a collider built in, actually. So why is that chicken not touching the lava? Let's check the lava script really fast and see if the lava script is able to detect the chicken. So we have our... It's good to see errors. I'm making a mistake somewhere. So when this collides, it'll find the colliding object's health value. Okay, let's give this chicken another collider. Let's just do this. Add component, collider. And we'll give this chicken a capsule collider. And let's see if this chicken loses health now that he has a real collider to touch this with. He is not losing health still. Okay, let me check. So this chicken is right here. This chicken has a capsule collider. This collider is colliding with the lava. I'm going to just see if the error is from this character collider, maybe. So that doesn't do it. Navmesh agent, turn that off for a second. That doesn't do it. Chase script, turn that off for a second. Doesn't do it. Oh, maybe it needs a rigid body. That actually makes sense to me because it can't detect the collision. Oopsies. So let's move it up a little. Okay, so we might have a problem. It might not be able to detect this, which was the whole point. Rigid body. Okay, so now it's detecting this, and now it respawns. But my default NPC doesn't have a rigid body. So let me ask ChatGPT what the solution might be. I want this NPC to interact with some physics objects, could I add a rigid body that doesn't change movement, but just allows physics collisions? And I think I'm going to check an is kinematic box on my rigid body. And I think that's what it's going to suggest me. Is kinematic is true. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, so sorry. Here's the problem. My chicken couldn't touch this because it couldn't make physics touch interactions. So my chicken needs a couple of things. My chicken is going to need a rigid body that is kinematic. And now let me see if it works. Now let's see if he loses health. I might have to give him another hitbox as well. So that chicken is chasing me. It works the exact same way. My chicken works the exact same way. He's still chasing me. But now, in a perfect world... Okay, so I do also need to give him another hitbox. So he has a rigid body, but we're also going to give him a collider. And now I finally believe that we should have a working chicken that does all it should do. But let's see. So that chicken is pushing me around. I can stand on its head. I can walk him over to the fire. And this was a slightly longer video than I wanted. But now, when I start being able to do damage and hurt people... Uh-oh, it didn't work. Let's see. Let me turn is kinematic off. And now it does work. Okay. So is kinematic didn't work. It needs to trigger to work on collision stay. Let's see what it says. Okay, so maybe my... Okay, so my rigid body is kinematic. My capsule collider is not kinematic. We're going to give this lava... This doesn't really perfectly make sense, but we're going to give it a rigid body. And now, unfortunately, it does have physics, so it does have gravity. It will move around a little bit. But I believe while the lava has a rigid body, now the collision should work. I just want my NPC to be able to die to stuff, just so we could see that that works. Oh my god, he's pushing the lava around. But he died. It killed him. So, okay, so the NPC can die. We would actually prefer it if this was not happening here. So maybe what we'll do is we will freeze the position of this lava while keeping its kinematic off, and now I think we're very happy. So the lava is frozen in position, but it is kinematic, is unchecked, so it still has a rigid body that the chicken can detect. The chicken will not be able to push around because the position is frozen because I checked these 3 constraint boxes here, and it can still rotate. That's funny. But it did kill the chicken. So the lava does kill the chicken now, which is great. So let's just check these 3 boxes as well. Freeze rotations. And now we have a totally static lava that can detect the chicken and kill it. We will do the same thing for other ways to kill other NPCs. That's fine. The chicken dies. You watched me go through a long debug process. I talked to an AI a few times, but we got it working the way we want, which I'm happy about. It's a little sloppy, but I'm happy with it.